Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference is happening from June 9th to the 13th, and WWDC is expected to bring updates across the entire Apple ecosystem. While the event is mostly online again this year, Apple is inviting over 1,000 developers and students to Apple Park for a special in-person experience during the keynote. And just like previous years, the keynote will stream live on Apple's website, YouTube, and the Apple TV app, so anyone can tune in from anywhere. Now, as always, this year's focus is all about software, and Apple's lining up big changes for iOS 19, iPadOS 19, macOS 16, watchOS 12, tvOS 19, and visionOS 3. These updates are expected to bring new features and improvements across the board, giving developers more tools and users a more refined experience across devices. iOS 19 is expected to bring a significant visual overhaul, drawing inspiration from visionOS. Anticipated design changes include more translucent buttons and menus, a glass-like appearance, and a floating look for navigation bars and other interface elements. These updates aim to provide a more modern and consistent user experience across Apple's platforms. Additionally, Apple has previewed new accessibility features for iOS 19, such as accessibility nutrition labels in the App Store, a system-wide accessibility reader tool, and live captions on the Apple Watch. Also worth noting, vehicle motion cues and magnifier enhancements will be coming to the Mac as part of the macOS 16. Apple is also expected to announce iPadOS 19, macOS 16, watchOS 12, tvOS 19, and visionOS 3 alongside iOS 19, like I said. And while Apple hasn't shared feature details ahead of the keynote, these updates will likely bring refinements and new tools for both users and developers across the Apple ecosystem. But unfortunately, there aren't many major leaks about them. As always, WWDC is a developer-focused event, and alongside the keynote, Apple will offer over 100 technical sessions, labs, and developer forums, all free and online. The platform State of the Union, which offers a more technical breakdown of the new tools and APIs, will also stream on the first day, giving developers a deeper look at how to build with the latest technologies. And while WWDC is usually a software-first event, there's always some buzz around potential hardware reveals. As of now, Apple hasn't confirmed anything, and the focus remains on the new versions of iOS, iPadOS, actually all the OSs. But still, it's not out of the question. In the past, Apple has used WWDC to unveil new Macs like the Mac Studio and the M2 Ultra chip. If any hardware makes an appearance this year, it'll likely be Mac-related, possibly powered by the next generation of Apple Silicon. That said, there have been no specific hardware announcements or product teasers in the official WWDC 2025 schedule so far, and no major leaks about this either. So we'll have to wait and see what happens during the keynote. As usual, more details and public beta releases are expected to follow in the weeks after the event. I'll be covering all the announcements, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.